Good afternoon, everyone. This is Nat from Wellness with Nat, and I look a bit shiny today because it's raining heaps and it's like 100% humidity. So I've just been out in the rain. I was on a nice walk and I forgot to check how quick the rain was coming. I got a bit wet. But you know, that's the fun of beach life, really, isn't it? So happy Monday, and it was a pretty big weekend, I think, for a lot of people. There's been lots of storms around the coast, and Canberra, I heard Canberra got a lot of storms as well. So hopefully you're all doing safe and well. So I'm starting to get in a bit of a routine here now that I've kind of moved in, I've settled, made some nice friends, started school. I also have a job. I think I've told everyone. So I always had the intention, and this is why being in tune with your thoughts is so important, because if you really want something, it finds its way of happening to you. And I knew that when I moved up here, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I have enough money for rent for the year, so I just needed to make a little bit of money. And I was thinking I'd love to work in disability or aged care. And while I work out what I want to do, whether it's go back to working in the office or pursuing a career, in the meditation and mindfulness or training space. And I went and looked at jobs doing disability care or aged care, and you had to study for 6 months before you could work in the industry. So it's just a 6-month certificate at TAFE. And I was like, oh crap, but that's what I wanted to do while I worked out what I wanted to study or what I wanted to be when I did my awesome life-changing career-changing experience. And so I did dwell on it a little, as even though it's mindfully, it's still dwelling, because I was like, oh crap, well, bugger universe, like this was the plan, this was my plan. It was move up here, get a job from my heart where I'm supporting a family, and then I can come home and work on my business, however that's going to look, and beach with no regrets, no guilt. And then it was really funny how it just evolved. I had a good chat with one of my girlfriends in Adelaide when I was there in January, and I was like, I'm just stuck. I had this plan, and all I wanted was to do a job from my heart. And I was like, I could work in retail, maybe if it's a health food store or a fruit and veg store, because they're kind of from my heart. Maybe that's what I'll need to do. And lo and behold, I think it was about just before Australia Day, I got a phone call being offered to, are you ready? Not only support a family that needs help through the NDIS, which is the National Disability Insurance Scheme, but I get to cook their food. I know. So everyone who knows me knows that one of my most happiest places, and I get the most pleasure, and it's mindful and it's relaxing, and I love cooking. I love food. I love all the food shows. I love all the food fairs. And I get to cook for this family, and I get paid. And every time I cook for them, I get to see the rewards of them being happy. And, they all enjoy the food, and the kids are enjoying it. And, dad rubs his tummy, and mum's just grateful that she didn't have to cook again. So how cool is that? I'm so excited. So my schedule is all kind of filling in, and I started my exercise routine, which is also important for our mental health, combating stress and just having a healthier body. So the healthy, as you guys would guess, I've got a pretty healthy mind, but I did pick up some pretty lazy habits the last couple of years, especially with all my travel, of just eating whatever's there because, it tastes good. But that's not a healthy body. So yeah, next step has been healthy body. So I've been enjoying yoga, and I just joined the gym today. So I've got a personal training session tomorrow to get some weights and turn all these little things that I've still got. So yeah, so hopefully your work is going well, and hopefully you're doing a bit of exercise to work on your mental health to be the best you. So I'm going to start implementing a little bit of a talk as well. I thought before the meditation, just sharing a few tidbits of why we practice, what might be going on for you, or what I'm seeing going on around people each week. So yeah, it'll kind of be Meditation Mondays, and I'll think of some cool catchy word for the topic of the week. So what I thought I might start with is something that always intrigues me, and it's what is this happiness illusion? And I use the word illusion because I feel it's like a rainbow, like a rainbow, it's there, you can see it, but if you try to grasp onto it, you can't get there, you can't reach it, right? And like other people can see it. So when you're happy, other people can see you're happy. You're happy, you can feel it, you can experience it, but like a rainbow, it can disappear as quick as it comes. And then the other cool thing about relating happiness to a rainbow is that a rainbow can only appear if there's rain and sunshine. And have you thought about happiness? And think of an activity that makes you happy. So my example, let's say cooking a cake. Cooking a cake makes me really happy. But it depends on my mind state and to actually whether or not that makes me happy. So if you think about it, what ends up happening is just like if there's not enough, like there might be raining outside, but there's no sun, so you're not going to get the rainbow. So I could be cooking, but if I'm under a lot of stress and pressure because I'm cooking the cake for an event, a birthday, and I'm running late and I don't have time to enjoy the process, then I'll end up, it won't make me happy. Or if I'm feeling sad or holding on to emotions because of stressed, angry, whatever, I might not enjoy making the cake today because my heart's not in it. And that's the illusory nature of happiness, is that as human beings we grasp it. I mean, you see me do it, I'm always going, my happy place, my happy, because we grasp on this notion that life is better when we're happy. And the reason that we do that is because when we're happy, we feel good, right? Like, if I'm talking to you and I'm happy, you can see my eyes are opening, my skin's glowing, my face is smiling. I can feel tingles of excitement. I can feel the blood moving through my body. I can feel everything relaxed. Happiness is a great feeling. And we chase this perception of happiness because, well, why would we want to feel sad? Why would we want to hunch over our bodies? Why would we want tears welling up in our eyes? Or why would we want to be stern and cranky? And it's that wanting to feel good. So the whole idea with happiness is when we can start to gather all these little bits of happiness along the path, that's when we start to realize what happiness feels like. And then when you know that you've got a couple of things that make you happy in your life, you can get through the harder stages and the not so pleasant things. So for example, work sucks today, or I'm not feeling well, or the people around me are stressed and fighting, but you can deal with that because that like your happiness can come and make you feel good, that these stressful moments are going to come, but they're going to go away. And then you've got something that makes you feel happy. And that's a lovely way of balancing all our emotions. So yeah, that was a little snippet of happiness and my rainbow analogy. Let me know what you think. I haven't heard that anywhere before. It kind of just popped into my head. So I hope it made sense. And yeah, all right, well, let's get into our meditation. So you can see that I'm all comfy. This new phone holder thing, it's not very flexible though. But yeah, I'm sitting cross-legged on my cushion, and I have my beautiful altar behind me that normally when I meditate I'd sit and face, and that just tells my mind and body and everything like, whoa, hey Nat, you're on your mat, you're on your cushion, and you're in this space, and it's time to focus. So let's sit with our hands in our lap. So we have the left hand cupped, and we place the right hand on top, and then we have our thumb tips touching, and that is the way in Buddhist meditation we rest our hands. So I'm going to get you to when you put your hands like this, pop them all the way down in your lap, and then with your thumb tips still touching, try to press them against just below your belly button. The camera doesn't quite go that low, but yeah, so it kind of looks like this, assuming that's my lap, and that could be my belly button. And it's all about positioning your body in places that are conducive for airflow. Like you're noticing by putting your hands like this, that you've got this gap in your arm, and if you're feeling quite warm, then you can keep that a bit wider. But if you're a bit cool, you bring your hands in, and it automatically does this like nice little warm blanket. And then with your fingers down here by your belly button, by pushing your thumb tips next to the skin that's closest to your belly button, wherever they reach, that's slowing down your nervous system and working on your digestive system. And what it kind of does is it works on your digestive heat. So it's just getting another part of your body in tune with your meridians, with your blood, and with your breath, which is quite important in meditation. So now that you've got your hands in a nice comfy posture and your back is straight, let's close our eyes and just for a moment focus on our breath. Let's breathe in through our nose and then out through our mouth. And now, with your next in-breath, I want you just to observe the natural pause that happens at the end of your in-breath. And then as you exhale, observe the natural pause. And we'll do that again, breathing in through our nose. Observe the natural pause. And then exhale. And notice there's a natural pause. Now what we're going to do on your next breath, and you can just keep breathing normally while I explain, is I want you to follow the air as it goes from the tip of your nose and then down the back of your nasal cavity, past the back of your throat and into your lungs. And I want you to observe that there's a natural pause, but I want you to count for the count of 3 for that natural pause before you then follow the breath out through your lungs and through your mouth. And then we're going to count to 3 again while we notice the pause before our in-breath. So we're going to do this 6 times. And the reason we're choosing 6 times is we want it to be long enough and still enough to quieten our mind and relax our body. let's get ready to breathe in together. Breathing in through our nose. As you're breathing in, feel that breath tickle your nose hair fibers and fill your lungs. And then count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Before you exhale, letting all that air out through your lungs and mouth. And then count 1, 2, 3. And then inhale. Pause. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Pause for the count of 1, 2, 3. And exhale. 1, 2, 3. And as you continue at your own pace, observe the breath. Ignore any thoughts that are trying to come in. Just bring your attention wholly and solely to the sensations that are on your breath. Breathing in. Feel your body fill with oxygen, with prana, life force energy. And as you're pausing for that count of 3, you can start to notice now that your blood is coming alive. It's being revitalized as it flows through your body because you're giving it that extra attention. And as you exhale, doesn't it feel so good? Just to let all of your stress and worries be released from your body. And that pause at the end gives your body a moment of stillness, a moment of peace, before the natural rhythm of your breath comes back again. As you inhale, pause for the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. And one last time. 1, 2, 3. Feeling it permeate through my body before I release. 1, 2, 3. And then you can gently release your hands to a comfortable position. Return to your normal breath. And open your eyes. And there is your beautiful, relaxing meditation that will leave you feeling fulfilled, chilled, and ready to tackle your afternoon. How perfect is that? Okay, well, I'm going to have some lunch and head over to my job where I cook for that lovely family. And yeah, namaste. I hope you're all well and continue to shine bright. And think of that rainbow analogy.